core flame in my hand. It's trembling. It's sending me a warning. Lord Phainon, in Amphorius' mythology, isn't the Dawn device said to be a gift from Aquila to Kefali?
Why bring this up now? Let's focus on getting back down there.
Lord Phainon?
Yes. Nearly every mythologist agrees Aquila gifted the Dawn device to Kefali.
Everyone, calm down. Listen to me. The core flame in my hand trembles violently, its warmth slipping away like sand through my fingers. It burns through immense energy just to leave me with one message. The Dawn device is extinguished. It's not a joke, Grey.
If the Coreflames message is true, Akama has lost the Dawn device's protection. Darkness will consume the holy city in an instant, and the aftermath will be devastating.
Phainon, I feel something too. While Hyacine was speaking, countless streams of memories rose beneath our feet, spiraling into the sky. There are so many, so heavy. Even through the fortress walls, I can still hear them clearly. Birds, nymphs, people, their memories tangled together, their cries echoing as one.
Could this be because of the Titan's fall? But that doesn't make any sense.
There's no time to dwell on the cause. Without the light of the Dawn device, the holy city will be consumed by darkness, and countless lives will be cast adrift. Everyone, you must return and fulfill the mission of the Chrysos heirs. As for me... Danny, you're still carrying Fagusta's spirit water, aren't you? No. The time has come. Open the path to the vortex for me. There's still one thing I can do for the people down there. Return the core flame of Aquila and inherit their divine authority. I'll remain in the sky and cast my protection over the people. That might not be possible. The entrance serves as the exit. It's a one-way passage. You need to return to the Holy City and deliver Kefali's core flame. And an entrance treated this way only has space for one person, doesn't it? Danny, I'm counting on you. It still feels unreal, even after seeing it a second time. You'd move in perfect harmony with the rivers and seas of this world. The Astral Express, isn't it? March 7th, the one you always mention. I'd like to meet her someday. I can almost see the three of you traveling together, laughing and sharing moments. Of course I do. A sharp, aching sadness. I feel every bit of it. As a healer from the Twilight Courtyard, Dan Heng, it's my duty to stay composed in front of those suffering from illness. A sorrowful expression would only add to their burden. The world I love is the one suffering now. How could I face it with a frown? Goodbye, everyone. Please, become the heroes this world needs. And as for the final blank page of this epic, the lives and stories of ordinary mortals, I'll guard them until the very end.
Miss Hyacine, are you really leaving?
Yes, Lord Phainon has already set the date for our departure. As a descendant of the Sky Hero, I must prepare myself and carry this responsibility.
What about this new Twilight Courtyard?
Believe in yourself, Clementine. You're an exceptional healer, more than capable of handling things on your own. The patients trust you, and you've earned that trust. That's what matters, isn't it?
Miss Clementine's medical skills are amazing! We believe you'll make the Twilight Courtyard proud.
Thank you, Lady Treby. I'll do my best. I just don't have the same confidence and certainty as Miss Hyacine. No matter how severe the illness or injury, she always faces it with a smile.
Honestly, I'm not confident about everything, Clementine. I've just learned how to hide my unease well. It's a skill I consider essential.
It's hard to imagine anything making Miss Hyacine feel uncertain.
Well, shall I give you an example? Since Lady Treby happens to be here too.
Wait, you're part of this?
Look at the Flame Chase journey. Since Lady Aglaia took over the leadership of Akama, every Chrysos heir entrusted with the core flame, aside from Professor Anaxa, was personally chosen by her. I was the outlier. The hero Celiosi entrusted her bloodline with the legacy of the sky. Lady Aglaia's thoughts on my potential remained a mystery, even up till the day she left. So I've always carried a lingering doubt about my ability to fulfill this role.
Lady Treby, why are you laughing?
The answer Cindy wants is simple. Just try looking at it from another perspective. Imagine this. Knowing Aggie's personality, if she believed you weren't worthy, don't you think she would have considered other plans?
Now that I think about it, I feel much better.
I may not have Lady Aglaia's keen judgment, but I would never question your resolve, Miss Hyacine.
Thank you, Clementine. I had a sudden thought, Lady Treby. Before I depart, can you teach me the words for returning the core flame? I've always been at the Grove helping with lectures and never had the chance to come to Akama. The phrases everyone has memorized still feel unfamiliar to me. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of everyone when it's my turn to return the core flame.
It's easy. We can teach you right now. Let's go. We will say a line, and you repeat after us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans.
O Majesty of the 12 Titans.
Pillars of the world.
pillars of the world.
We seek your divinity.
We seek your divinity.
To mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold. Till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Surrender the core flame, HSR. Cinny, are they?
Lord Solibus, Lady Lunibus, the mission of the Skyfolk has been completed. Your watch can finally come to an end.
We thank you, Miss Hyacine.
Even though we were the source of that false legend, you still brought us freedom.
Please, don't say that. Without your wings, we would have struggled to progress in the Eye of Twilight. Akama is on the brink, and I must quickly embrace the role of demigod to protect everyone with the power of the sky. Honored ones, please tell me, what trials lie ahead for me to complete?
I think you've already done everything you were meant to, Miss Hyacine. What do you think, Seliosi? The Skyfolk.
Lady Seliosi? I see. After all these long years, your will has merged with the Titan's divinity.
I deeply regret. I beg for forgiveness. The darkness in the human heart clouded my judgment. I failed to recognize the resilience buried deep within.
Of those present that day, I don't know how many were innocent, how many truly deserved their fate. That's why I cannot forgive you on their behalf, Lady Seliosi. The spirits of my ancestors resonated with me. You exiled our people, and they may never forgive you for that. But at least there is one thing we can agree on. The truth that no one can distort. The courage it took to defy the gods was undeniable, unwavering. That same spirit now lives on in those who walk the flame-chased journey, growing stronger with every step.
You were the spark that set this era in motion, Seliosi.
An age where heroes rise and epic stories are told far and wide. An age where a flame of hope was preserved for the world.
Perhaps this is what I longed for. Now, I can finally rest in peace.
Even in that darkest moment, Lady Seliosi, you still held compassion for mortals, didn't you? Even with the Titan's power, you didn't punish the world by letting the sky fall. I imagine you were waiting for someone to bring redemption. Trust me with the power of the sky. I am merely a healer. I could never match your strength, even with that power. Thankfully, the world no longer needs a demigod who can summon thunder and storms. What I must do is merge with the sky and cast down a gentle rainbow, protecting as many lives as I can. Professor Anaxa, do you remember that lesson? In the end, I followed the path of my ancestors, returning to the sky. I didn't return to the earth to walk with the people, but even so, I still achieved my dream.
Hyacinthia. Thank you. Akima's dawn has come to an end. Why is this happening? Treeby would have made sure to warn us if there were any mention of it. Even if Hyacine takes the divine authority of the sky, she probably won't be able to banish this darkness. The Black Tide, its power probably surpasses even that of the Titans. All we can do is hope she can protect as many lives as possible.
Is this the end for Akuma?
Don't give up. We're the ones leading this journey, so we can't afford to lose our way. I've never seen anything like this before. Could the Black Tide be the cause? There are too many things we don't understand, and we don't have time to figure out. We can't delay any longer. Let's head down. Hopefully Kefali's core flame is still safe. I'm confident that Miss Cypher will do everything in her power to fulfill her duty. The transport platform's route is blocked by rubble. Partner, help buy us some time. Good job. Now we can get off the mountain. A Black Tide creature. At Dawn Cloud. Oh no. The people in the city. We must find out where they breached the city from. Treeby, please hold on till we get back. Anyone who dares stand in our way will get a taste of Dawnmaker's edge. Over there! Kefali's core flame is being kept in the center of the council. We must retrieve it and bring it back to the vortex of Genesis. Right. Worst case scenario, we need to be prepared to return Kefali's Coreflame. If the end is indeed upon us, we no longer have time to investigate the truth behind the miracle. We'll have to trust that Professor Anaxa's hypothesis is the only option. Apologies, Aglaia. I promised you that I would leave the choice of Era Nova to the people of Amphorius. But I'm afraid there's no room for doubts now. Her will to heal the world is so strong. We'll definitely sense it if she's succeeded.
Oh, Skyfather Kefali, please forgive these ignorant and lowly children of humanity. They are so utterly naive that they think of the golden-blooded heretics as deliverers. This blood-red sky, and the raging flames and demons throughout the land will purge their foolishness.
Kindness.
Lord Deliverer, why don't you join me in praying to the benevolent Kefali? Cast your eyes on this ravaged land. All of this, sins committed by you, blasphemous heretics.
Danhang is right. My sword yearns to end your pathetic life. But to a cornered dog like you, the most deserving punishment is to personally witness the Chrysos heirs fulfill their mission. Only then will you truly know how meaningless and foolish your past transgressions were.
Fulfill your mission. Kefali's Coreflame is long lost to the winds. How will you fulfill the prophecy?
She's gone completely mad, to the point where she's just spewing nonsense. For the longest time, Kefali's Coreflame has been worshipped here. Only core members of the Council of Elders know how to activate the Coreflame casket. No, there's no need to go through that effort. Professor Anaxa taught me more than just what was in the textbooks. During his time at Dawn Cloud, Professor Anaxa conducted surveys in various areas. I still remember the words he used. I hope it works. All-knowing Father who bears the world, please share a glimpse of your merciful gaze with me. Cast down the Titan's fire that hangs at the pinnacle of the world, for your devout creations to behold. It worked. One step left to undo its arcane seal. Partner, I may require your strength again. Take the core flame and let's hurry down the mountain. Danheng, can you use the spirit water art again? Is this also a result of the black tide? Looks like all we can do is sprint down the mountain.
You all thought I completely lost my mind. If the core flame was never tampered with, and has always remained here untouched, you all think I wouldn't have the power to take it away?
Partner, calm down.
I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
There's no need to worry about the core flame's whereabouts. Let's just descend the mountain.
No need to worry, but...
Before setting off to defeat Aquila, I entrusted Miss Cypher with the task of protecting Kefali's core flame while we were gone. By any means necessary. If the core flame isn't here, that means she must have done something to it. In other words, she fulfilled her duty using her own means. We just have to focus on getting to the vortex of Genesis, and Cypher will meet us there for sure. Friends, we have no choice other than to trust her. If the nearest ritual basin is 10,000 paces away, then what we have to do is to run in that direction and hope she meets us after 1,000 paces. If she doesn't show up, we will keep going and trust that we will see her at 2,000 paces. 3, 4, 5,000. I will keep hoping with the same resolve all the way. Until she shows up in front of us with her usual rebellious attitude. She will be no exception. But before that, we must survive and break through this siege.
Don't worry, I'll do it. Come on, I choose you! Trust me. Together, we can do anything!
Mim, me!
Life is not as I grant you this, as you wish.
Perfect. Now's my chance.
Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Is this how it feels to be in sync?
Me!
Please, wilt here. Embrace new life, Pollux.
only wish that death may protect us.
It's done. Let's go. We... She may not have sought sympathy from others, but as a cleaner, she was willing to absorb a millennium of identities and memories for an objective that hasn't changed in that time. I suppose this is also a form of extreme but twisted resilience. Let's go. It's time to leave this place.
Everyone, can we run faster? I've got a bad feeling. Everyone! Look, behind us!
In the end, they still showed up. No. Now is not the time. I've been waiting for a chance to face them head on. But not now. If we take the fight here, then lose, the consequences would be irreversible. Come on. We have to get out of here. Keep running, and never turn back. They will catch up to us sooner or later. Keep running. Don't stop.
It's him! Lord Phainon!
So that's how it works.
What?
Dusk has descended as ordained.
Clones, illusions. Nothing but cheap tricks to help you hide in the shadows.
The sky has returned to its rightful place. This world must be reset.
What are they talking about?
The end you seek is also the miracle of Genesis. If so, you should be standing alongside the Chrysos heirs. Why do you hinder us, Flame Reaver?
Dusk has descended as ordained. Must reset.
If words won't work, then we can only express our resolve with our blades. We shoulder the fates and futures of too many people. We will not fall here!
Leave this to casters and me!
Over here!
Go!
That was really close.
It's too early to relax. The Flame Reaver is a master in the art of deceit. Even Mighty may not be able to restrain them. I never thought I would leave him alone on the battlefield twice. But now isn't the time to be thinking about this.
Protect us! Sky Father, save us!
The Black Tide creatures are threatening the people. We can't just stand by and watch. Let's end this quickly. That rainbow barrier.
We can do it all! Please, wilt here!
Time for something savory.
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. Again.
I grant you this, as you wish.
For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all!
Embrace new life, Pollux.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Everyone, you're all safe. For now.
Thank you, Lord Phainon.
It is someone else who deserves your thanks. Those Black Tide creatures just now couldn't breach this barrier. This energy feels familiar. Like the luminous arts that Hyacine uses to treat people. But it is much more powerful. Yeah. Citizens! My companions and I can't stay long. Before reinforcements arrive, please do not step out of this barrier. This is a miracle left by the demigod Hyacine. Please trust her conviction.
Miss Hyacine has also become a demigod, like Lady Aglaya? We understand. We will not leave her protection until you return, Lord Phainon.
I won't make empty promises. I might not be able to return in the near future. But even if there's no perfect solution, I will make a choice that fulfills this mission. The people in the market must also be suffering. Cortonus! Quick! Let's go check on him! Cortonus! Hang in there!
Returned, Phainon. Burning the holy city is... To resist, I did all I could.
You shouldn't be on the front line at your age, Grand Craftsman. Where are the citizens? What's the situation at Marmorial Market?
Organizing their escape. The holy city guards are... But where to flee to, no one knows. Descended from the sky, the rainbow barrier did. Protected
I fear this is Amphorius' end, Cartonis. There is only one way to save our home.
Finally come true. The Sky Father's prophecy. Go. For miracle. Deliverer. You shall become. One more thing. There is. Waiting at the vortex of Genesis, Lady Phainon is. Kefali's Coreflame is safe, she said.
Phainon.
Urgent. The situation is... Leave them to me. The monsters. Died. I should have kept me here. The power of the rainbow light did. But if destined, inescapable death is, why not leave behind some glory?
You've been forging nothing but glory your entire life, old friend. For others, and for yourself. May you never see the slightest glimpse of war in the New World. Farewell, Grand Craftsman. Let us depart to the Chrysos airspaths.
For battle, these hands were not meant. But if to protect the Holy City's future, they are needed. To the final moment, I will fight!
Cartonis said that Phainon had news of the Coreflame. As expected, Miss Cypher did not fail her mission.
These buildings... I can feel it. Their memories are dissipating. I'm not sure. In any case, none of this feels right. The textures of memories are preserved within all things in Amphorius. Even a single brick or tile holds countless traces of the past.
There are no citizens trapped here, nor any signs of black-tide creatures. We have no reason to linger here. Let's head downstairs. The bath chamber isn't far away.
They caught up to us! Don't tell me that Mighty...
Dunhun, you...
You better keep your word, Dan Heng. You cannot die here.
This power, unfamiliar. Who are you?
Follow me.
Lord Phainon. Finally, you're all back.
Even in such desperate times, you still managed to keep your promise to me. I am grateful beyond words.
Phainon, what is this?
The Flame Reaver is wreaking havoc in the city, and they still have many clones. Zeph, please get someone to inform Kratos, and have him lead the most elite guards to defend the city's passages. Until I complete the Coreflame ritual. Please, do everything you can to rescue the citizens in the city.
Understood, Lord Phainon.
Nemosity. Several citizens are trapped in the Garden of Life and are temporarily seeking refuge under Hyacine's barrier. Can you dispatch someone to evacuate them? Though, I also don't know where to shelter them.
Leave this to us, Lord Phainon. Just focus on your own mission.
All right. As for the two Trailblazers, I'll also leave them to you. My apologies, partner. I acted on my own this time. I prepared for the worst before the fight against Aquila. Even if there came a day when Akuma was taken by the Black Tide. As long as we defeated Aquila, lifting the sky's curse, you and Dan Heng would at least have a chance to get home safely. I know this is hard to accept, but even if it means being resented for the rest of my life, I still have to be responsible for you. Friend, you and Dan Heng taught me the spirit of trailblazing. The best decision I ever made in my life was when I followed my intuition and chose to trust you. Dan Heng told me many stories about the adventures of the Nameless. Two of them left a deep impression on me, Belobog and Penacony. The first story taught me that the fate of a world should be in the hands of its people. And even if the Nameless are willing to risk everything for an unfamiliar world, in the end, you still have to embark on a new journey and go to the next world that needs saving. Because that's your mission. The path you follow. In the second story, Dan Heng told me about the few Nameless who sacrificed their lives for the prison world. I know very well that the two of you are willing to make the same choice for Amphorius. After hearing those stories, I made up my mind. I won't let your journey end here. Somewhere beyond the sky, where Amphorians have never reached, there are many people waiting for you to come home. The prophecy has always remained shrouded in ambiguity. Even if the 12th core flame is returned, no one knows how the Era Nova will manifest, let alone if the miracle will extend its favor to 2 visitors from beyond the sky. Before stepping into a fate unknown, the last thing I can do is help you return to your family.
Please, don't worry. Lord Phainon has already entrusted Elder Lygus to fix your transport.
Lady Trinan's Sentry Gate is open on the main street outside Akima's walls.
I'm sorry for making such an unreasonable request of you all. But we live in an imperfect age, where there is never a perfect choice. Every one of us has the right to make our own choices. If you can't accept my decision on your behalf, then use your choice to open up a new path. That's what you're best at, right? Regardless, Dan Heng is still holding on for his life. Don't keep him waiting too long, partner. One day, I hope we will reunite under the constellations. When that time comes, we can hold a belated victory feast. How about that? The spirit water has dried up. Blast. Why is nothing going right? Calm down. There might be another way in. The closest ritual basin, the other chrysospheres.
Snowy.
Trinan! I thought you'd be waiting at the Vortex of Genesis. Are you alright?
When Akima's night descended, all the spirit water dried up along with it. We anticipated that you'd be on edge, so we came ahead to wait for you.
You've always been the ones who knew me best. Kavali's Coreflame. You know where it is?
Yes. Little Syphie protected the Coreflame well. No one would be able to guess where she stashed it. Bartolos, you can come on out.
I don't have to pretend to be an envelope anymore! That was suffocating!
Bartolos? What in the world?
Hey, you better watch your tone, brat! That Coreflame that the entire world is after is currently nestled in the depths of my bottomless tummy!
This certainly was unexpected.
Huh? Your reaction's too composed! It's completely different from what I was anticipating!
Bartolos, Snowy still doesn't know the truth behind Akima's eternal daylight.
Ah, you're right. Well, then you'd better strap in and listen up, brat. That girl Cyphera spun a grand lie that deceived all of Amphorius. She tricked all of you into believing that that giant ball on Kefali's back would cast light over Akima forever. Not just that. She even managed to pull that dumb ascension trial and allowed me, the great Zagreus, to survive! Hey, Rat! You... still no reaction from you? Yeah, dang it. You're no fun at all. I'm sorely disappointed.
So for the last 1,000 years, what maintained Akuma's eternal daylight was not Kefali's miracle, but Cypher's lie, woven using the divine authority of trickery. But now, the lie has come undone. Which means...
Well, you didn't guess wrong. Cypher has already passed, and all her lies have scattered to the winds like ash.
But you just said you, Zagreus, relied on Cypher's lie to keep living. If she is already...
Guess you're not as smart as I thought, Pat. Don't forget, I'm one of the 12 Titans of Amphorius. And this core flame in my belly, is it not the core that maintains a Titan's life and divinity?
So, you're going to hand the core flame over to us? Just like that?
Just so. How about it? Let's hear some groveling gratitude, huh?
Why? In the myths, Zagreus was the most cowardly and shameful of the Titans.
Hey, stop slandering me with those fabricated tales. My pursuits are far greater than one measly life. Let me tell you then, my lifelong ambition was to work with Cypher to conjure the greatest trick in the world. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities, and no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. But with an exquisitely brilliant scheme, we fooled all the fools, villains, and disasters of this world, and achieved that 1 in 100 million possibility. This is the miracle I wish to achieve in my life's pursuit, even at the cost of turning into this! Take the core flame with you, brat. Go finish your mission. Remember this well. What saved Amphorius wasn't the grace of that simpleton Kefali, nor was it the babbling of that child Oryx. It was the divine power of me, scorned by all, and the millennium-long lie of a cat-eared thief.
Strife, death, trickery. So those signs deemed as harbingers of calamity will also leave behind marks in the tale of deliverance.
With this, the final core flame can be returned to its rightful place. The spirit water in the holy city has all dried up. We can try to break the sealing magic of Fagusa's priests, and use the Century Gate to send you into the vortex of Genesis. But that will likely exhaust any remaining power of Yanis that we have. After that, the rest is up to you, Snowy.
Farewells. I've almost grown numb to them at this point. Right now, I can't even utter a plain goodbye.
Snowy.
Don't worry, Trina. I'm no longer the empty shell that Aglaya brought back to Akuma. For every companion who couldn't reach the end, their conviction to save the world became a part of me, piecing together the soul I once lost. I lost my home village, but you, Aglaya, and everyone else created a second home for me. Now that this home is also in danger, It is my turn to repay your kindness and create a new world that can carry everyone's wishes. I hope that in that new world, a new sun will rise, bringing one dawn after another to all.
Snowy, you've grown into the person Aggie always dreamed of. Indeed, we don't need to say goodbye here. Because even without the prophecy, we have the confidence to say you will become that rising sun. And all of us will see each other again tomorrow. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is destiny.
Become the dawn, whoever.
Burning skies, shattered statues, corpses strewn everywhere. What a mess. If this is what the inside of Amphorius looks like, it's truly shocking. To be honest, I was initially skeptical, but right now, I'm starting to see your point. Screwy.
If that's the case, Herta, do you now have enough reason to believe my conjecture about the true nature of Amphorius?
Let's not expand on that topic just yet. That Intellitron, Lygus, was it? He's not completely dead. That was probably a fake body. Something behind it is still defying us.
I must admit, even if both of us worked together, it wouldn't be a simple task piercing through its defenses. For now, we can only observe this world as bystanders.
I knew we should have brought Steven along. No wonder the Garden of Recollection wants to work with the Astral Express. Without the power of the Trailblaze, it'd be impossible to unearth this place's secrets. But in the end, the garden emerged unscathed, and it was the Nameless who got burnt. Curiosity definitely killed Aki. That big guy over there, the black ball spewing meteors, you think it's got anything to do with the Lord Ravager?
Alas, without sufficient computational power in the stream projection, I am unable to analyze the path energy. Suggestion. The immediate priority now is to find the whereabouts of the two Nameless. Research priority on the destruction can be lowered. Every second counts before that Intellitron's preventative measures kick in.
All right. Stop making a fuss. How many times have we collaborated, and when did it ever not end in a perfect outcome? Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing Mammal Keeper told me that the frozen Trailblazer girl might just also be trapped inside Amphorius.
If time allows, I will also investigate March 7th's whereabouts. Herta, do you hear that? A wave of desperate cries from the heart of the mountain city. The lives there are undergoing intense suffering. Conclusion. The butterfly has already flapped its wings, and an impending storm closes in. The Nameless are important allies, and you and I have matters to attend to, Herta. I beseech you. In moments when a choice needs to be made, one must not be distracted due to personal interests.
Of course I know that. Fate really is a game of dice, Screwy. Who'd have thought that thing once sowed chaos across the cosmos, causing the Intelligentsia Guild to splinter and disintegrate. It wasn't until I cracked the solitary waves theory that its lingering effects were put to an end. Yet, in a forgotten corner of the cosmos, one slipped through the net and remained operational. And it was this machine that eventually became the cradle for the birth of a certain Lord Ravager. The source of Emporius' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
This is what the world looked like originally. And what are you doing here? Answer my question, Lycus.
Ah, another hero has arrived at the Vortex. I can no longer remember how many times this has happened. The author of each epic, as the prophecy has foretold, stays their pen at this point. Just like each cycle of the extrapolation, in accordance to their primordial design, ends here. No need to panic, Lord Phainon. I stepped into this space purely for one purpose: to witness the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
You've never expressed interest in the Flame Chase journey. When my companions and I ran, bled, and sacrificed for the Coreflames, you never so much as lifted a finger. An indifferent observer. An anti-Catheran who's neutral till the end. Why would you suddenly express concern for the Chrysos Heir's mission?
When that lone swordmaster left everything behind, plunging into a sea of madness, I was on the shore, listening. When that mighty lord shed his armor, filling the crevices of the earth with his iron bones, I was on the mountaintop, gazing down. Across 1,000 years of the Flame Chase journey, I have witnessed the ardor, resolve, division, and unity of the Chrysos heirs with mine own eyes. Just as you were all born to shoulder the guidance of the prophecy, I too have bathed in the gaze of distant stars, have seen the deepest, darkest of destinies. I will become the most loyal reader of the epics, a spectator voraciously consuming the valorous deeds of you heroes.
Gaze of distant stars.
One day you will understand, but not now. At this moment, please disregard this observer and finish what you must, Lord Phainon.
I once believed that as long as I chased the flames relentlessly, the fog before me would clear, and fate would reveal its truest form. But along the way, they, all who passed, never once received the justice promised by the prophecy.
I have perceived. Outside the vortex, the world is collapsing, and the children of humanity are crying. But you, Lord Phainon, will bury the old world with that core flame, bringing all things into a gray unknown.
It doesn't matter. This cruel flame chase journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind waiting for us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I will tear it apart. Then usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. Yet this time, will an epic with endless cycles
Is it you?
Turn a new page?
Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?